Day 5 of training camp, day 4 of them on the field, and a bunch of you guys were there. Let's jump into this. What is up, Finn fans? Another day of training camp, and this is the first time since 2019 that the fans were allowed to be there. I had a few of you guys were there. TD was there. I know Hassam was there from Finn Maniacs. I know a few guys that were there. Big E was there. Let me know, comment below if you were there at practice, what you saw that I didn't report or that I didn't read, essentially, because that's all I can do as of right now is just go off of what the beat writers report and all that stuff. So be sure to comment below. Before we jump into that, I have 2 new members, Randy Neer and James Jordan. Thank you guys so much for joining the membership. Again, if you want to join the membership, it's linked below. Also with the Patreon. Real quick, also, a lot of you guys are asking about the Fantasy Football League. I am doing a Fantasy Football League. The draft will happen the first week of September because we have till what, the 9th or the 8th for the start of the season. So I haven't situated it yet because I want to do something for the Patreons, being that they help me drastically with their donations. I want to do something for the members, being that they help me drastically for the donations as well. And I want to do something for you guys as well. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do a league specifically for the members and the Patreons and then do one for you. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I will have it done. I'll have it announced for the first preseason game, and then I will, do everything after that. Just give you guys a quick update on that because a lot of you guys are asking, hey, are you doing a Fantasy Football League? And I kind of talked about it in one of the live streams, but I wanted to make it known now. So let's jump into this. Brian Flores press conference, and then we get to some on the field work. So Jalen Phillips, if you guys remember yesterday, he kind of disappeared towards the end of camp. That's because he's dealing with a minor injury. So he is day to day. He did have a sleeve on his leg when he came out to practice. But him and Will Fuller are on the day-to-day routine that Brian Flores likes to call. Xavier Howard isn't expected to do much today, but he will be out there today. I really hope they can make it work. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. It's a 50-50 shot if he's still on the team come week 1. On what he likes from the offense so far, he says the way the guys are working to learn the information, communication on play-to-play basis, and guys getting their individual assignments down. Pleased where we are now, but they have a long way to go, he says. He says on the big plays, which we've seen through every day of camp, he says good to see the offense where it is, whether it's Tua to Albert, to Waddle, to Gesicki, get good protection, make good throws, good catches. Conversely, it's a good opportunity to make corrections on defense when big plays happen. And yes, that is what training camp, practice, all of these things are for. And that's why seeing interceptions or seeing potential picks or seeing bad throws from Tua, Brissett, Sinnett, whoever you want to say, seeing drops, seeing this, seeing that, see any bad plays when it comes to anybody is good to happen now, because like he said, say the defense shuts down the offense. Well, that's good because now the offense can work on what was happening that they got shut down. So yes, 100%. He says the center for me is a single caller position. It's a leadership position. There's a lot of communication involved. This is the first time real quick that being that you guys are there, they are allowed to talk about depth, who's on playing with first teamers, second teamers, yada, yada. And I have a little surprise when it came to the first lineup of the offense alone. I don't cut these out because I want to show you how stupid I sound sometimes. He says there will be information with regards to evaluation when the pads come on next week. That's when we will know the most. You're going to hear offensive linemen get beat a lot today. Well, without the pads on, it's real easy to get beat by these defensive linemen. So until the pads come on, a lot of this is just fun, except for, and I will say this, some of the passing aspect where the ball placement is. Yes, if they get 9 minutes in the pocket, I don't mean anything, but where the ball placement is, the routes, all that stuff, that can be evaluated, but a lot of it can't be evaluated until Tuesday. He says the joint practice subs out the scrimmage that the team annually has. Intensity in those practices will be game-like as it gets. So no scrimmage this year. I'm assuming that's what he means. And then he says he doesn't have the final answer on how they'll decide the snap counts and which games is the dress rehearsal. So will it be week 2, week 3? I'm hoping and praying it's week 3 against the Cincinnati Bengals is the dress rehearsal, because that one is nationally televised on CBS at 4 o'clock, and we're all going to be watching it. So Flores, if you watch my videos, anyone in the Dolphins organization that has control or has a little input on this, make the third preseason game the dress rehearsal, because it's nationally televised. We all want to see it. Week 3. Okay, so now a little on the field stuff. Tua and Wilkins come out, recognize the crowd, huge support chant for Tua. First time again since 2019. I will pop up the video of what Tua said to the crowd.
Welcome to our 2021 Dolphins training camp. I just want to thank you guys all for being here. Thank you guys for your support. I think as an organization, we're really excited to be able to have fans out again. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's practice. Make sure you guys hydrate. It's going to be a hot day. And like I said, thank you guys very much for being here. I hope you guys enjoy. And let's get the crowd going. Let's get the crowd going for practice.
Howard is on the field. Flores said he would be limited. He was on the field doing some workouts and stuff like that. No Gesicki today. So no Gesicki, no Fuller, no Preston Williams, no Devontae Parker, no Phillips. It's the third day. Doug, it's the fourth day. A little play. DB's working on interception drills. Not one ball dropped. That's what I like to hear. Here you go. The starting offensive line. Now, this is the starting offensive line for the beginning of camp. It was changed a lot throughout camp. In and out. Some guys were moved around a lot. But this is what was the starting offensive line for the beginning of this day of camp. Right tackle Eichenberg, right guard Hunt, center Dierder, left guard Kinley, left tackle Jackson. The only one that surprised me, because I predicted the other 4, even maybe left guard Jesse Davis, but center Dierder. I thought Skura was going to get the nod, but I'm hearing they really want to see what Dierder can do. Tua to Grant, quick little, warm-up pass, a little over his head. If he was taller, he would have caught it. And I got this video for you, how we're doing individual drills. He had a one-handed catch. Make it work, Miami. And then we got some goal line drills. Aguavin chases Gaskin to the pylon, shows the speed that Aguavin has to be able to go over there and chase him down. Tua rips touchdown to Wilson, the soft part of the defense, on a nice curl route. Great to see. Just touchdowns, just all day, every day. Brissett, nice throw to the corner to Perry, and then Brissett to Waddle on an easy touchdown on a speed out. Just gets out there. Tua picked off by Jamal Perry on an out route. Would have been a 100-yard pick 6. Tua to Waddle, tight pass, great pass, and a great catch for a touchdown. Again, that connection from Tua to Waddle. And Sinet picked off by Javaris Davis. You're going to hear his name a lot today. Dierder continuing to work on first-team center, Skura second-teamer. Again, we'll see how that all pans out. Then McKinney and Baker, first-team linebackers. Duke, Riley, and Aguavin, second-team, with Roberts on IR. Noah with Byron, with X slowly coming back into it. Hot and cold from Noah gives up a good amount of those touchdowns you hear from Tua throwing deep. So your starting corners seem to be Noah and Byron, while X is slowly coming back into the groove, and McKinney and Baker at linebackers. With safety, McCourty getting a bulk of the base defensive work with Holland involved, no rush. That's kind of Flores' MO. So McCourty is back there with Eric Rowe, which we all kind of assumed McCourty was going to be all over the place, especially since he was listed as a DB and not corner or safety. Now some 11-on-11 work. Gaskin slips through a big gain. Jackson, nice seal with Eichenberg coming around to help. Again, no pads. You can take this with a grain of salt, Sam, whatever you use in your terminology. Raekwon Davis greets Gaskin in the backfield. He gets right back there. Wilson and Waddle, wide receivers 1 and 2 for Tua, again, because everyone else is injured. A nice cut left side run from Ahmed. Malcolm Brown up the middle. Again, this 11-on-11 drill, you can hear a lot of running, barely any throwing, a lot of install run work here. Laird with a nice 7-yard run on the left side. Then Griffin would be tackle for a loss on Dokes. Again, Griffin having a nice camp so far. Jerome Baker wins the foot race with Gaskin on a sweep. This defense, and I might say it again because I wrote it down, but I'm remembering it now, is fast. The linebackers are fast. The corners are fast. The safeties are fast. Just fast. McKinney shoots the gap for a potential hit in the backfield. He's going to be real dangerous when it comes to run stopping. Jesse Davis is now the starting right tackle. Got a limited amount of work. He comes in and out, in and out. Again, a huge rotation with this offensive line, trying to find who the best is available. McKinney again shoots the gap for a tackle for a loss. Again, he's really going to help with the runs defense. Wilkins gets to the ball carrier in the backfield. Wilkins was completely eating up that second-team offensive line. Again, no pads, though. Take it with a grain of whatever you use. Bowden fumbles, screenplay from Brissett. Trill Williams punches the ball out. And then a real quick info to throw in there while they were doing punting drills. Grant, Bowden, Waddle, and Perry were back there returning punts. Now we get some 7-on-7 drills. Tua rips a far hash comeback to Foster. Then he throws a screenplay to Wilson, who shows off his skills. And he had, got open right afterwards. To Waddle for a 7-yard pass catch. Great catch from Waddle on that one. Tua to Waddle again. Incomplete, a little low. Waddle tried to get it anyway. You'll hear again that there's going to be another play where Tua throws it to Waddle a little low. When it comes across the middle, he tends to do it to kind of protect the receiver. He doesn't want them to extend themselves too much and get hurt, so he kind of throws it low so they can get down. Tua tries deep ball to Perry with Coleman on him, almost picked off by Holland, but dropped. Hey, try it. This is when you can try it, my dude. Brissett to Hollins gets a great anticipation on the throw. When he turns around, the ball is right there. Great pass by Brissett. Kind of shows the veteran mindset there. Brissett to Foster versus Noah on a dig. Brissett to Kirk Merritt, another guy you're going to hear a lot of today. Creates separation, gets behind the D to get it to him. The D, that's what she said. Sinet to Merritt. Again, you're going to hear his name a lot. Almost interception off a tip, but Merritt saves it. This guy might, if he keeps playing like this in training camp, he might make the team. Tua to Hollins, short. Cornerbacks are Needham and Jones on that one. So they took Noah out and they put Needham in. Again, a big rotation. Trying to find, essentially, this is the beginning of camp. You're just trying to find out a good rotation. Tua to Gaskins towards the sideline. Baker tight coverage. Out of reach on that one. Tua to Wilson, big chunk over the middle of the field after scanning the defense. Got probably more time than he should have, maybe about 5 seconds, but still good for him to go through his progressions. Brissett to Bowden, thrown to a go route, double covered. Just tried to get it to him. He completely overthrew him. And then Brissett with a check down to Laird. Then they took a water break, and Xavier Howard interacted with his teammates, was chatting with them. Make it work, Miami. And then they end with 11-on-11, and at some point I'm scrolling through my Twitter wondering, when is practice going to end? Because it started at 3:30. It didn't end until 5:30. That's why you're getting this video. I'm recording it at about 6 o'clock now. Tua to Wilson on a swing play. Baker gets there. It doesn't, not a big chunk at all. RPO, Tua pulls the ball, hits Durham Smythe on stride, had no one on the sideline. Probably could have got a big chunk out of that. Then Tua to Waddle, 20-yard pass, caught ball, placed low. Again, this is the play I'm talking about to protect Waddle from taking any big hits if they were to hit Wilkins. When I talk quick, this is what happens, boys and girls. Wilkins would be sack on Jacoby Brissett. Again, Wilkins completely eating up that second-team offensive line. Jacoby Brissett to Hunter Long in the flat, met by Iguavan. A lot of speed on this defense, boys and girls. Griffin gets under pads of Panky and a would-be sack there. Love hearing that. Don't love hearing that he, gets under the pads. He just gets under his arms. but I love the push. RPO to a hands to Gaskin for a nice gain. When you talk a lot, Gaskins happens. I know it's Gaskin. Take a deep breath. The world will keep spinning. Brennan Scarlett with a would-be sack on Tua, then a would-be sack on Tua by Baker or Ginkle, but he still throws the ball through to Shaheen for a 20, 30-yard gainer. Again, without pads, these defensive linemen are getting right through this offense. Brissett finds Ford over the middle of the field. Brissett then overthrows a deep pass. I don't know who it's to. It wasn't really mentioned. Tua to Albert Wilson over the middle of the field to Wilson for a long touchdown. This is the play that made everyone very happy in the stands. They started cheering. It was a nice play, and then Wilson took it the rest of the way. I think they said it was about like a 60 to 70-yard touchdown pass. I think it was like 40 yards in the air, and then the rest was Albert Wilson. Tua to Foster for 20 yards over the middle. Would have been a big hit by Brandon Jones. Jacoby Brissett, too long, Hunter Long on an out route. That would have messed me up if I didn't take a second to reread that in my head real quick. Jacoby Brissett almost picked off by Javaris Davis. He does push-ups because he dropped it again. Javaris Davis, you're going to hear his name. Sinet to Perry, nice crossing route. Tua to Albert Wilson, but would have been a sack. Brissett to Jakeem Grant, nice contested catch for 30 yards. Big cheer, kind of showing everyone, hey, I can catch the ball. Sanders, during his kicking, makes every kick. And then also punter Pilardi has a very strong leg. To you guys who give a crap about the kickers and the punters, there you go. Zach Seiler destroys Robert Hunt for a would-be sack on Tua. Butler crashes pressure up the middle, but Tua throws over him. Gets the ball out before a would-be sack for a big chunk play to Waddle. Jacoby Brissett, pass deflected by Wilkins, who gets there. Then Noah Igbenogany blankets Isaiah Ford for a nice pass breakup from Jacoby Brissett. Ginkle turns corner and a would-be sack. Again, no pads on. And then finally Tua zips right over the reach of Coleman to Ford for a nice 20-yard play. And that was your camp. Some of you guys saw some of these plays with your own eyes, but that was camp. From what I'm hearing and from what I'm reading, another very good day by Tua. He did have that one interception, but I'm hearing the ball placement and his footwork and all that stuff were very, very good. And Tua's coming in and showing big. If you guys remember last offseason, the month that we had camp, you didn't hear these things from Tua. He's coming in and he's playing really, really well. You're hearing good things from the defense, from Wilkins. He's really tearing up that second-team offensive line. But again, without the pads on, this is going to happen. You're hearing good things from Waddle. Waddle's just continuously being good. You're hearing great things from Foster. You're hearing great things from David. Hold on. I'll find it. I'm not going to cut this out. Don't cut this out, Doug. Find it. Hurry up, Javaris Davis. Good things from Vince Beagle, who beat Hubbard. So, Hubbard had to drag him down to the ground. The defense had a good day, but it was just a good camp back and forth. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think. Who do you think had a good day? Who do you think had a bad day? If you were there, who with your own eyes do you think had a good day or a bad day? And I'm going to get to one of you guys. A comment of the day. And this one comes from Geese Goose. Love the name. Don't ever change it. I know you don't have a geese nor goose as your image, but never change it. Geese Goose. It just rolls off the tongue beautifully. Comment of the day. Do you think Liam Eichenberg and the revamped O-line will give the new offense the holes they need for a somewhat decent run game? And I picked this one because, one, it's a good question, and two, kind of coincides with what I was saying with camp today, right? Giving up a lot of sacks, but there were some nice chunk run plays, but also Raekwon Davis got in the backfield. Christian Wilkins got in the backfield. Butler got in the backfield. It was a lot of that. I hope so. Again, I am taking all of this stuff from the offensive line, the run game, and the linebacker play with a grain of, again, whatever you use. Because there's no pads on. You can, with the offensive linemen, don't really have anything to get, their hands under. So I'm hoping so. The offensive line is the only part on this team that worries me. Tua doesn't worry me, even though some people think it should. He should. So far in camp, he's showing me he can make the plays, and I know he's smart with the ball. The run game, It doesn't worry me in the aspect of if the offensive line works, then the running game will work. The pass rush doesn't worry me. The linebackers don't worry me after what I'm hearing. They got a ton of speed. The secondary worries me if X isn't there. I don't know what I can get out of Noah. And the safeties don't worry me. It's mostly, like I said, secondary if X isn't there and the offensive line. But once the pads come on, I think we'll get a better idea. That's where you see the action. Tuesday. But that is the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, check out Backroom Collections. Great artwork over there. They have a ton of great stuff. Again, it doesn't have to be NFL. It can be MLB, NBA, whatever, NHL, whatever you want. Use the promo code DouglieDoWrong. You get yourself 10% off. Check out Patch Vibes. They have some great merch and stuff over there. Use promo code DouglieDoWrong. You get yourself 20% off. And check out Miami Sports Music. Fantastic stuff over there with me, TDK Flexin, ton of other podcasters, Solo D, Steven. Check it out. Other than that, guys, I don't know if there's camp tomorrow. I'll let you know in the community section or on Twitter. But if you don't have a Twitter, check the community section. Always check the community section. But I'll let you know if there's camp tomorrow. If not, I will see you Monday. And I know Tuesday's pads, so I'll keep you updated on. I just don't know. They didn't come out with a full schedule. Camp these days, camp not these days. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Hit the thumbs up. But I will see you when there's camp, unless there are news breaks. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.